Rolls Royce. You're insane.
Yeah, I'm insane.
Don't always want to be fresh, man. I'm a fresh nigga, Joe. I'm a fresh nigga at the end of the day, okay? So I'm a fresh nigga at the end of the day, all the time, every day. It don't matter. Good Valentino with the studs. Like it don't matter what's going on. Like I got my bag on right now.
The king of Philly, people. The king of Philly. Which artist selling more than Uzi? He's the king of Philly. Meek, you could never.
Hey, yo, Uzi, shut academics. He said you the GOAT. He on the in the comments. He said you the
Cool, Act a good guy. I mean, I never really met Act like that. I saw Act one time though. He was at one of my shows, and everybody tried to give him hell and all that. And I told him, relax, we're going to enjoy the show, leave him alone, and they let him enjoy the show. I talked to him briefly, like just not even talk to him. I said a hi and bye, not for no personal reasons or anything. I just didn't really get to talk to him, but Act's a good guy. Act usually, you know, I don't speak on everything else that he covered, but usually when it comes to me and I see it, he usually covers me in 100% like positive feedback way. So he's good. He's cool.
He's cool. Yeah, I liked him. You know.
Yeah. I get it. You know his job. I get what his role is and this shit.
The king of Philly, people. King of Philadelphia. Okay, there's no rapper selling more than him. Okay, you gotta name me another Philadelphia rapper selling like nearly 300,000 first week. I'll call them the king, but the king is here. The king is right here. He got a $24 million diamond in his head. Yo, Uzi, listen, you're amazing. I had to show up to your show. Like, Uzi, really. I showed up to Uzi's show as a fan. And by the way, let me tell you how Uzi's show was so dope. Uzi was on the stage over there. I was in the VIP area with a couple of people I came with. Uzi climbed. His show was like gymnastics. He climbed from the stage up on the fucking balcony. He came over there. Uzi was right here. He looked me in my eye and I said, and he did one of those. And he kept it moving and he climbed back down to the stage, well, to the crowd, then to the stage. And he looked up and said, Ack is here. And I ain't gonna lie. Uzi fans, y'all know I'm a Uzi fan too. Don't ever do that again. They boo me, I ain't gonna lie. But he said, stop that shit. Ack is here. He said, Ack, what song you want? And I said, yo, please, perform that 20 minutes. And he did that. That was the king of Philly. He came to New York and it was amazing. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. I'm sorry. This is the king of Philadelphia, people.
You know, come on, man. I understand everybody rolling. It's not even a bad role when I say a role like he's put up to something. Bro, I've been watching academics before I was famous. So I understand, like, it's people that been watching academics for 3 years and be like, I fucking hate this guy. And I've been rocking academics for 7 years. You feel what I'm saying? When he didn't even have his platform. When we didn't even know what he looked like. When we only knew his voice. When he only covered Chicago. When that...
Yo, Uzi. And by the way, I said I love him and he liked it in our DMs. Yo, Uzi, I fuck with you for this because truth be told, you've never said this before. And we've never, like, I never knew when Uzi knew about me. And by the way, you know, like, respectfully too, like, I'm not one of the people who are naive and be like, yo, oh yeah, Uzi's just... Bro, me and Uzi got mad at each other before. Uzi cussed me out before and dissed me before. That's a fact. Uzi say he fired one of his managers because of me before. But, you know, and this is why I said what I said in terms of him even saying this. I respect Uzi getting to this point and acknowledging me. And what I mean, this is an acknowledgement. This is not, I don't want him to dick ride me. And I would never dick ride him. Because, like, if I feel like he's lying or saying something, I'm going to call it out. I like what he did here because the truth is the truth. You know what I mean? And again, I felt he played a role in my career and I felt I played a role in his. Let me tell y'all this. When I post something or I say something now about any artist, it becomes this big mainstream story. But there was a time when I was covering just Chief Keef and Lil J, and I was covering like Lil Reese, and I was covering Lil Poppy and all them people, and nobody cared. And then I started covering like the Fetty Waps, and I started covering the Uzis and Yachties, and people didn't care because they were SoundCloud rappers. And when I see Uzi is selling 300,000 and he's one of the biggest fucking artists, he's the king of fucking Philly. name another Philadelphia artist that sounds like Uzi. These other niggas, like, no, they don't. And I would never, ever in my life say I created Uzi. Never. I supported and I created. I'll say I created a institution to know how he operates in terms of, yo, Uzi's not like other rappers. They're not gonna do a video and tease the video. He goes on live, dances to his song, and that snippet, y'all go live with that shit. And I always highlighted on my platform with Yachty and other people as well. And I think, even though labels at first didn't understand it, trust me, I know they did. Because we had a lot of beef. Uzi, Yachty, and the rest of them, they know what I contributed to them with being media that cared about them. These days, Uzi is mainstream. Uzi doesn't need academics. Yachty doesn't need academics. XXXTentacion, if he was alive, 3 months after really he got lit, he didn't need academics anymore. But they all, and this is why I always fuck with this generation of artists, they all respect it. Because they know where they came from. They know before everybody would talk to them. This conversation between Uzi and Fat Joe was, it seemed so foreign back in 2016, 2017. All the conversations with artists like Uzi was trashing him, saying, hey, you're not a real rapper, you don't know so-and-so, you don't have the, like, they were trashing these individuals. And I remember Uzi stopped doing interviews. You remember what happened with Hot 97? I remember Yachty was going through it. Yachty called me one day and played me like some freestyle because people were saying he couldn't rap this and third. And Yachty went away for a week and a half and wrote some shit himself. And he called me and said, Act, I'm going back up to Hot 97. I said, why? He said, Act, because they're trying to say I'm not a legit artist. He said, I want to really rap for them. They're playing us. They're playing us, young niggas. I want you to listen to this and tell me if it's hard. And he rapped the shit. And I said, yo, it sounds good, but why do you feel you have to? And he said, no, Act, we love you and you cover us, but we are the next generation. We want them to acknowledge your talent, not just you. So to see, I'm not saying Fat Joe was never one of those people, by the way. But the people who watch Fat Joe, a lot of them were. So when Uzi could get on this platform and talk, when Yachty could, you know, like really express himself and be more, you know, diverse in terms of outlets, bro, I'm so proud of them. And I don't ever, you know, you can ask all these rappers, I don't ask them for anything. But I do take it personal, as in, they have helped me and I feel like I've helped them. Same with Chicago artists. Same with Lil Durk. Man, that nigga, I fuck with 6ix9ine. I don't care what nobody say, but 6ix9ine could never say nothing for me to not fuck with Durk. Durk helped me, and I felt like I helped them. And that connection alone is special to me. So when I see this, I love it. Fuck the fact that they were talking about me. This is amazing. If any of y'all remember supporting Uzi in 2016, 2017, bro, niggas thought this nigga would never be mainstream. They never thought he would be an artist that was selling this amount. Remember, they were like, oh, these kids will just go on SoundCloud and click the music, but they'll never buy nothing. They'll never whatever, and then streaming was a thing. And then most, like, come on, man. So, again, I'm just super proud of it. You know, I also want to take it off, you know, some of the stuff with, like, Meek and them like that. Like, it's not... I'm going to be honest, I think part of the reason also Meek's issue with me is these new artists, too. Bro, like, me and Yachty, we've disagreed mad times. Me and Uzi, we've disagreed mad times. But, like, I think their respect of me and also my respect of them is that we know how each other came up. Any type of disrespect or lack of respect with, like, somebody like Meek, bro, they look at their own career like, yo, y'all, you weren't even, like, Meek came up in 2010, 2011. Bro, I wasn't even a factor. So he looks at me like, who the fuck are you still? Uzi doesn't look at me like that. X never looked at me like that. 6ix9ine never looked at me like that. Juice WRLD never looked at me like that. Most of these guys who are new, they don't look at me like that. And I know I'm the fall guy sometimes, and you give it, you got to take it. But this is why, like, on a platform like this, I send the utmost, amount of love to Uzi. Again, we don't ever have to be the best of friends, but I thank you for being honest about our history, just like I would be honest about, on my side, about our history in terms of how much you love me. Okay, that's it. I don't make this like super sentimental, but salute to Uzi for that.